Hey there, Tater Tots! Today we're back in our hardcore world on Minecraft 1.19. And in this one, we're building an epic ski resort in Minecraft to celebrate the holidays. I was just admiring this awesome winter vacation home that I made in the last episode. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to watch that one, I also killed the dragon using wooden spoons. It was crazy. And before I got started on our ski resort, I knew that I'd have to get a ton of materials. And now that I've killed the dragon, it was time to go conquer an end city to get elytra and my first shulker boxes. Here's how that went down. The first thing I did was work on getting some rockets. After all, what good was elytra if I couldn't fly? I made my way to the end and went through the gateway. When I landed on the other side, I was incredibly lucky to find an end city with a ship within viewing distance. I can't make this stuff up. While I'm risking my hardcore world in the end, now is a great time to get in the spirit of the holidays by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks in advance. I made my way up to the ship, took out the shulker inside, and got the elytra. Then I made my first shulker box and went up to the top to take my first flight in this world. Then I got to work looting the chests and getting as many shulker shells as I could out of this city. It got pretty scary at times, but in the end, I conquered the city and took off for home. I got home, fed Roy, and found the perfect place for my 2 trophies. Finally, I put unbreaking and mending on my new wings. So that brings us to today. So let me show you what this was able to do for us. You see I've got some shulker boxes here. I've got my wallet, which is a green one, where I'm just storing, my diamonds and stuff like that. Also, you see I still have 17 more shulker shells. I also have some for totems, for wood, redstone, food, rockets, and then just a utility one where I can put any kind of tools, extra stuff like that. This is going to be huge for the projects to come. It's much better when it comes to, actually being able to visualize what we want this to look like, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Here's what I need to do. I need to build up this mountain a little bit more. If this is going to be a ski slope right here, let's face it, this is not going to attract a lot of people here. So let me work on building up the mountain and then I'll get right back with you. That was a lot of work. And yes, I did get a little bit carried away. Let me show you what I did. If we hop into free cam here, you can see I've raised the mountain up quite a bit. It's actually a pretty tall mountain now. I didn't want to go any higher because I didn't want it to dwarf our castle, our vacation home too much. But you can see I've already got our ski run going. I kind of planned this out. It was a little bit too steep to have it go straight down. So I really like this idea, plus it gives a little bit of adventure. They start up there at the top, they come down, and then right down here, they've got to do like a little bit of a turn. Otherwise, they're going to run into these gates right here, or these fences right here, and then come down here. I'm trying to think of where I want the actual ski lift to go. I'm thinking on this side, maybe. On this side, just because this is kind of unusable part of the mountain. So I think that's a perfect spot to actually have the ski lift go up to the top. This snowman, by the way, let me show you something. I have definitely got my use out of him getting all these snow blocks. That's been huge because it's like an infinite number of blocks that I can use for something like this. I love it. I'm going to have to repair my shovel if we plan on doing any more snow blocks because it's about to die. The first build that I want to do, the actual build for the ski resort, is actually going to be the ski lodge, which was inspired by the first Kringle house in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I really like this build. I love how it turned out. I've already done the interior and stuff like that. Speaking of interiors, what are you doing up there? Come here, come here, come here. Let's do this. Let's dance. Let's dance. Get, oh. Anyway, let's get started on the ski lodge. 3, 2, 1, go. So what do you think, guys? Oh, I love this build. Like I said, I modeled it after the first Kringle house in Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and I just think it turned out really good. Let me show you what's going on inside. All right, go through the door here. By the way, it says lodge right there. We might come up with something a little bit more creative than that. But this is what I did for the interior. So this is the registration. This is where you'll go to get like your lift passes or to sign up for the cottages, which we're going to go over later. Yeah, this is a little desk behind there. I really like this. And I tried to put some paintings around. I'm not really good with paintings, but it is what it is. When you come in through here, this is why I have the fireplace here, because, you know, people are going to come in here, not just to register, but also to hang out and warm up in between their ski runs. So we've got a nice fireplace right here just to kind of keep them warm and cozy, as well as some seating areas here so they can, you know, take off their boots, warm their toesies, and that sort of thing. If we come through here, we've got some seating, well, not really seating, but some tables that people can stand at. And then over here as well, you know, people can come over here and just kind of hang out, look out the window, that sort of thing. If you come over here, this is like the bar and restaurant area. Tips appreciated, of course. So, you know, we'd have a bartender or some sort of waiter or something like that back here, giving everybody their hot cocoa and their steaming hot bowls of chili, I guess. I don't know. Something warm to warm people up. And then they can come over here and hang out with their friends and family. I love this area. But we're not done, not by a long shot. We've still got to build the cottages, the ski lift, other amenities for the resort. Before we get into that though, in the last episode, I said that if that video got 50 likes, we'd be fighting the wither out in the open near my base. Well, unfortunately we didn't get there, but I'm going to lower the bar a little bit for this one. If this video gets just 40 likes, I'll make an 8-hour video over the next couple of weeks of me conquering all the end cities that I can. It's going to be a ton of work, but hey, it's a small price to pay for all the support you've given my channel this year. But first things first, I'm going to come over to this little wooded area over here and let's go a little bit further away. I don't want to damage the landscape too much. Hello, bunny. He was racing me. And I'm going to chop down some of these trees because I'm going to need some materials to build those cottages. I did save, you know, some of the materials in my pockets. I put them in shulker boxes so that we could get them and recreate those. But I want to make more than just a few that we tore down when we were preparing the area. So what do you think, guys? This one took me, you would not believe how long this took me. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's take a little bit of a tour. If you look over here, we've got 2 rows of cabins here. And if we go in them, it's a very simple, super simple cabin. They've just got a bed and a little fireplace in them. But they're going to be spending all their times on the slopes, right? So they don't need all this. Right over here, I've got a little bit of an ice skating rink. Now this ice is super slick, so you got to watch out. And I would recommend wearing skates. And that brings us over here to our lift. And oh, this was tough. This was really hard to do a lift in Minecraft, but I think we pulled it off. You've got the little, you know, places where you sit to take the lift all the way up. This isn't the bunny slopes, okay? This isn't a little disc that you sit on attached to a rope. You actually have to go sit in the lift chair and go all the way up to the top. And that's not all, guys. I actually did it. Take a look at this interior. Now it's fairly basic, but you've got to remember this is our vacation home. So the first thing that you get is a hot tub. Be careful, you can hit your head. And then over here in this corner, we've got a nether portal. I haven't linked that up yet. It's on my to-do list, okay? It's on my to-do list. We've got fire to try to keep, you know, keep the area warm and kind of fuel the hot tub. That's really nice. And then over here, this tower over here is actually the bedroom. So we've got a little bit of storage, a crafting table, some paintings, armor stand. I really like this. I really like this. We could take it up and do something up top, but I don't know. If we do that, we'll save it for a different day. And then if we go upstairs, you've got a little bit of a balcony so you can watch people in the hot tub because that's not creepy at all. And that's basically it for over here. I decorated it a little bit. I couldn't think of anything to do up here. After all, you're not going to be eating in here. If you want to eat, you just go over there to the lodge where they've got a restaurant and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, then we've got this. A beautiful balcony. Take a look at this. Oh man, this is awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to cut it off here. It is really late at night on Christmas Eve, and we've got a lot of things to do in the Tater household in just a few hours. So thank you so much, as always, for watching. Merry Christmas to all of you. I am so incredibly thankful for all of the support that you've given my channel over this past year. I have had a blast, and I will continue making videos as long as you'll watch them. I will see you all in the next episode. See ya.